This is 100% locally hosted, no monthly automation fees, no Zapier Make, no n8n Cloud, and we're going to build exactly this from scratch. And we will be completing this in these easy 7 steps. So let's get started with the first step, installing Docker. We'll go to docker.com. You're going to choose download Docker desktop, and then just choose which one of these is used for your machine. So whether it's Mac, Windows, or Linux. And then whenever you get that done and you start running it, on my Mac, at the top right here, I see a little icon that is Docker's logo. And then if you see this, that means it's running. And then you're good. You don't have to worry about anything else with Docker right now. All right, so we're already done with the first step. Now let's move on to step number 2, which is starting the stack. Okay, so we already seen the finished project, but how that worked was we have a Docker compose file, a Docker file, and then something new called the n8n task runner JSON file. Now I have a different video where I kind of explain this a little bit more in depth, but essentially we're going to be executing code in other environments, not within the same container that we have our n8n instance. So what you're going to do is you're going to take these files that I will have for you in my free school community. You can just download them, put them onto your machine, and then once you have these 3, we're going to basically run a command that's going to start this within Docker. All I'm going to type into a terminal or wherever you have these files located, you know, but terminal, cursor, whatever IDE, whatever it is that you may be using. All you're going to type in and make sure that you're in the same folder that these 3 files are in. Docker compose up. Okay, so now see it's pulling everything it needs. Click allow. So Docker can actually pull these on my computer. And so some of these may already exist, but for you, if this is your first time doing this, this may take a couple minutes. So we'll be back whenever all of these downloads are complete. So what this is saying is now I can access this at localhost 5678. So let's go here. You can either open in Cursor if you're using Cursor, or I'm just going to use an external browser. And here we are. This is the setup screen for now your n8n instance. Okay, so we were able to start the stack, meaning we could actually start our n8n instance with our database and our runner. Now let's go ahead and open up n8n and get something started. Okay, so in the screen, you can just fill out information. I'm just gonna give a default password. Click, I want to receive security and product updates, because they're gonna end up giving you a license at some point, I believe. Or no, not that, it'll be coming up here. So on this screen, also just put in whatever information here. When you say get started, then say send me a free license key, because there are some quality of life things that don't come by default for some reason. So once you get that key, it should be sent to an email. So in your email, just copy the license key. You're going to go to settings and then go to usage and plan, and then enter activation key, paste that in, click activate. Okay, and now you can do things like having there are some things with settings. You can have your own folder now, but it's just a couple of quality of life things that I can't remember that I'm just used to having, but you don't get that by default. Okay, so here we are, though. Now we can go ahead and click start from scratch. And now we can begin creating our first workflow. Okay, we finished step 3, opening up n8n and getting it started. Now let's go ahead and create or get started on the workflow. Like I had showed you, we are going to begin with chatting within n8n. Okay, so we're going to add the first step. We're going to type in chat. This will open up the first one, because it's very common, is the chat trigger node. Okay, so from here, we don't have to do much else, but what I do want to point out here is that you can make this available in n8n chat. So we're going to go ahead and click this. And what this means is this will be search agent. So what this means is that whenever in the very new, which I went over in several videos, the new chat hub experience that they had since 2.0, you can go ahead and use this and talk to this flow that we are about to create as well. So you don't have to do it within here, which is a great quality of life experience. And now let's go ahead and create our AI agent. So click the plus symbol. You're going to type in AI agent. I'm going to go ahead and do this here. And now it automatically connects to the connected chat trigger nodes. We don't do anything else here. So we're going to go ahead and exit this. Now, what we have to do is we have to give this a chat model. Now, if you're also using Ollama, I don't have that set up. Personally, my computer can't handle that in recording, but you could also do that here and put a comment in the section below. I do have a previous video where I showed how to do that. But for now, I'm just going to use OpenAI so I can actually testing and show you. But with this, what we first need to do is create a credential. So just go and create the credential, go to platform openai.com, get your API key, and then come back here. I just pasted my API key, click save. It should turn green because it was successful. If not, make sure you copy the API key correctly. Okay, so now I'm going to choose GPT-5. I like the GPT-5 mini model for a lot of things. So I'm going to click that. And we also want to do built-in tools. So we could either connect something like Tvili. SERP API, I think, is broken with n8n right now, but you could use some other web search, Perplexity, something like that. But you can also just use the built-in tool here, web search, which is what I'll be doing. Okay, now great. We got this working. Now let's go ahead and test this really quick. So what you're going to do is either open up the chat down here, or you can hover over the chat node. And what I'm going to type in is, can you search for yesterday's AI news on OpenAI? And here we go. It gave me some of the latest news on OpenAI. But what I want to do is actually want to save this. So how do we do that? Well, this leads us into the next step. We just created the workflow, most of it. But now we're going to add the table and set nodes. So the first thing is, if we want to actually set something in the table, we want the output from the AI agent to be something specific in order to actually save the content. So what we'll do is we'll open up the AI agent. We're going to add an option for system message. And I'll have this for you to paste in, but basically what this is doing is let me kind of come back here, open this up. So what this is doing is you can update this as much as you want. I actually have this specifically for, I have this specifically searching for AI in general, but I wanted to return title, URL, and snippet for each thing or each item that it finds on Google search, basically. All right, so now I ran it again with having that specific output. And here you can see that it did, right? Now the format's not very good, but you can see I have a title. Here is a URL. Here is a snippet, and there's going to be multiple of those. So now the next step is we need to format that in a way that we can actually insert it, because this is not very readable. Okay, so I just copied the code, and you can either use ChatGPT or Claude, whatever you prefer. But I said I need this output from a node to be converted to JSON string that gets the title, snippet, and URL into a nicer format in a code node to be inserted into a data table within n8n. I just copied the output. I'm going to send this, and then I want basically this to give me the code node that'll map all of these into like an array so that I can easily insert one by one into the database, into the data table that we're going to be creating. Okay, so here is the node, right? Here's the code that I gave it. So I'm going to copy this. Let's see if this works. So I'm going to add a node. I'm just going to search for code, click on here, click code in JavaScript because that's what it gave me. And then I am going to execute this step. See if it worked. And then, yep, okay, awesome. It gave me 5 items too, so that's exactly what I wanted. So now we have output of 5 items, meaning that we just need to create the data table that has the title, URL, and snippet, and then insert that in there. So in order to do that, we're gonna go back to overview. So I'm just gonna right click overview, link, and go to a new tab. And then if you go over to the right, data tables, this is n8n's own like small database. So we're gonna create a table. We can call this Google search, whatever you would like. So we're going to create it from scratch because it's going to be very simple. So it comes with an ID, created that, and updated that. Those are default. So we're going to add a column, URL. It's going to be string. We're going to add a snippet. And we're also going to add the title. And that's it. Okay, that's all we need. So we can now go back here, at the next node, we're going to search for a data table. We're going to insert a row. We're going to choose Google search from the list, and then we're going to pass in the URL, the snippet, and then the title. Okay, so now what we're going to do is execute the step. That was very quick. Now let's go back to our data table. All you have to do is refresh, and we should have 5 items here, and we do. Perfect. So it automatically updates the created and updated at timestamps for you. Okay, so great. Now we have a way to actually save this within our local n8n instance. Okay, awesome. We just completed step 5. Now let's test the whole workflow. Okay, let's go ahead and do a whole test of the workflow. Okay, so now I want to get the latest news on Claude. All right, so I got the data, formatted it and from the code, and then inserted. So I inserted 5 more items. So let's go back to our data table, refresh, and we should have 5 more here. And we do. All right, Awesome. And we can tell some of these say Anthropic, so we know it's about Claude. Okay, great. We finished step 6. Now let's move on to the last one on how to activate it after version 2.0 in n8n. Okay, so here we are with what we just ran. So we saved it, right? But that doesn't mean it's active. Okay, so now in order to do that now, we have to go to publish. I can say version 1.0, or you can say 0.0 if you want. And then say initial version of Google search workflow, and then publish. So now what this means is that we now have this is able to be ran whenever, which means that we can now use it with ChatHub. Okay, so typically if you have something like a scheduled trigger, once you publish it, it will actually then run the scheduled without you manually executing, right? Then it'll just run. So any other basically trigger that you have, it will just come in here and it will run whatever workflow you're doing now that you've actually published it. But I just went to ChatHub. I'm going to go to workflow agents. I want to start another chat with my search agent. Now this is going to take this, send that to the chat trigger, and then the chat trigger is just going to go through the whole workflow, right? This is the search agent. That's the name of our agent. So we're going to go through that whole thing, and then it's going to come back here. So we don't have to be within that workflow to chat. And this means that you could add other tools. You could add tools. It's very limited right now with ChatHub, but this will be increasing with the amount of tools that you can use, and then we can do more with it other than just with our singular workflow. Okay, so after I got all of this response, then I switched to GPT 5.1 and said, can you give me a better format of this response and a better summary? So now it is, and this is more detail, and we now have new rows of data in our database table. All right, we finished. We got all of our tasks complete for this video, meaning that from start to end, you now are able to self-host 100% locally for free your own n8n instance. And all this will be here for you, available within my school community for free. That'll be in the description below. It's growing, and I want you here so that we can have a big community of AI people wanting to make money, create automations, learn, and then just progress. This is a start of a brand new year, 2026, and we want to make this our best year yet. Now that you finish this, I want you to watch this next video right here.